What is spirituality? One must be very cautious with this topic since it tends to have a totally ironic concept. Before examining the meaning of the term spirituality, it is essential to clarify its etymological origin. Specifically, we can say that it comes from Latin, and more precisely, it is the result of the combination of these three Latin components. The noun spiritus, which can be translated as soul, its etymology. The term spirituality originates from the Latin word spiritus, which means breath or life. This root connects to the idea of a vital force or principle, encompassing notions of soul, mind, and breath. The concept of spirituality has evolved to represent a broader search for meaning, purpose, and connection beyond the purely material world. Spirituality is the condition and nature of being spiritual. This adjective, spiritual, refers to that which belongs to or relates to the spirit. The notion of spirit, on the other hand, is linked to a non-corporeal entity, the rational soul, the virtue that inspires the body to act, or the supernatural gift that God grants to certain creatures. For example, modern life often neglects spirituality, but we must remember that we cannot live only thinking about physical and material needs. Another example is that most of us tend to attend any initiation, so to speak, or whatever, without spiritual development. Why? Easy, because your ego, being the one that dominates your mind, wants to acquire some status, and the idea of a coronation makes you think you are more valuable, without realizing that we were all born with a crown. Obviously, this does not apply in all cases since there are beings or souls that need this spiritual evolution. But more than anything, you will be able to see this reflected every time you hear someone say, "I am going to be initiated soon, or such a person I am, the daughter, the son of such and such, and etc." This is the ego at its peak, without for a moment thinking about a spiritual evolution, and after the initiation, when they realize that they have no cape on, they begin the exploration and guilt product of an illusory expectation created by the same ego, that is, the mind. If a spiritual alignment had existed, many of those who are seen today on social networks throwing their faith away, it would not happen because they understood with moral understanding the essence of the being, and that everything that happens to you is for your spiritual evolution. It is a pilgrimage and we are just witnessing it. If you do not learn, it will continue to happen to you anyways, with or without. Then people jump to other religions thinking they will find a solution, and they hit the same stone, this time being harder. Because if you did not learn with the first blow, the second will be harder. The spiritual world makes you understand that it's not you who's going through this. It's simply the universe manifesting in the happening, and your confrontation will be your result. Either you accept it and flow, since everything is temporary, or you condemn yourself and become infected. The concept of spirituality, therefore, can refer to the link between human beings and God or a divinity. Religion is often the link that allows this relationship to develop. Because believing in something is the first step. Note that believing and faith are two relative but different words. It can be said that priests, pastors, and various gurus, therefore, speak of spirituality when they deal with religious matters. All spirituality or religion is considered a pilgrimage, undertaken with the clear objective of arriving. Arriving at what or where? When awakening consciousness, this can take lifetimes. Therefore, it is considered a pilgrimage. Many reincarnate simply for this objective. This remains to be accomplished. Awakening is about flowing with what always was, allowing many people who experience it not only to analyze themselves and know themselves better, but also to strengthen their ties with whatever you call God. Which God? Your God. Any God is existence as such. God is the consciousness of your existence. God is heaven. God is nature. God is the emotions that allow you to feel, since consciousness without matter cannot feel. This is God, the perfect duality that allows you to breathe. In short, God can be whatever you understand. Specifically, spirituality is considered a way to acquire new values and improve in aspects such as silence, being more reflective, learning to live with little, sociability, and the need to listen and help others in whatever they need. As Carl would say, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Until next time, Universal Consciousness signing out.